Because there is many, they think what happened here is true. What is being said there is true. So let us examine what we heard.
It'd be wild.
Because I think that's at the top of their mind. I think that's at the top of their mind. Bassem, what do you think?
Well, I want to get it back a little bit, because since we were talking about Palestine and Israel, I think the most dangerous thing when you talk about this is you're either called a terrorist or anti-Semitic and whatever, right? And people...
The dangerous about this, if you talk about it, they will accuse you to be either a terrorist or anti-Semitic. If there's a third solution, so which one is you? We will find out in a few minutes. And I want anyone who listens to this, doesn't matter who you are. I don't care if you support this or that. Everything we will show you is based on evidence, not on speeches and opinion. Those people, they sell words. Here, we give evidence. Right away, he starts saying things which, you know what, the reason we cannot talk much about it, because if we do, we are either terrorists or anti-Semitic. But isn't it Islam is the religion of terrorists? And this guy, he is the one who will say soon that he is a Muslim. And later we will find out what Islam teach. So are you a moderate Muslim with jeans? And then your Quran now wearing jeans like you? Do you have a moderate Quran? Do you have a moderate prophet? Do you Muslim replace your prophet like now he's gone and whatever he says is not there and you don't follow? So what you call yourself Muslim? So soon we will find out how they play games with words and how they try to fool people. So, you know, the problem when you speak about this, you are either a terrorist or anti-Semitic. We will find out in a second.
I would see the people who are the very pro-Israel, who really supported Israel on 7th of October, many of them are actually anti-Semitic.
You know, the one who support Israel, they support them because they are anti-Semitic. That must be true story. And now we will give you names, and if we check, we will find that they are anti-Semitic. So imagine what he did. He just switched it upside down. The one who support Israel, he hate the Jews. What the heck? How he is anti-Semitic and he is supporting Israel? Explain to us, Dr. Bassem.
Especially right-wing politicians, Matt Gaetz, and MTJ, and all of those people. Those people, they love Israel, but they hate the Jews.
They hate the Jews.
They're anti-Semite.
Really?
It is very obvious. And this is why you see this the dichotomy about how the Jewish Voices for Peace, these are Jewish people in New York. They come in and they take over the central station, and they're all Jewish, and they say, not in my name.
Okay, you know what? Those are Jewish people. So those are the one you are supposedly, you like them. Those are the Jews. But you know, I have a message for you, you idiot. Those are not Jews. How we can prove it? A Jew who betray Jews is not a Jew. Those are liberals. Those, they vote for homosexuality, feminine. This is who they are. They are feminine and homo. What do you mean Jews? Same time, I have someone want to explain to you a message. This is an Israeli soldier, and I hope you have patience to listen to what he will say. Maybe you can learn something, you idiot. Let us hear what he is going to say to us.
Hello, Jews for Palestine. I see a lot of you online bragging about, like, my grandfather is a Holocaust survivor, and what Israel is doing to the Palestinians. Shut up, go to your grandpa, if he's still alive, and ask him, what is the name of those Jews that betrayed their brothers and sisters and neighbors in favor of the Nazi regime? He will say, capo. And that's exactly what you are. I'm a Jew and I support Palestine. Well, I don't care how many chickens support KFC. It doesn't make it right. No one in the slaughterhouse will go, oh, this chicken, this one is on our side. Don't kill him. No, never. The same thing here. They say they want to eradicate the Jews. Jews, not Israelis. Jews. That includes you, Yadam. Because many of you have never been to Israel before and have no idea what it's like to serve in the IDF, I want to share a short video with you. For those of you who didn't understand what's going on, that was an actual Israeli tank protecting people of Gaza that are going from the north to the south. Protecting from who, you might ask? From Hamas, because they kill their own people when they flee the war zone. I dare you to show me a quote-unquote enemy army protecting civilians from their own government. Please, if you care just a little bit about the people in Gaza, you should condemn Hamas and ask them to lay down their guns, bring back our hostages, and surrender. But you will never do that, so we will. And you go ahead and be a little chicken supporting the slaughterhouse. I'm Israel Chai.
Guys, did he lie? This guy, he just said the whole story. Those who they are supporting Hamas and they claim to be Jews, they call them Kabul. What does that mean? Traitors. And they did that even in the time of Hitler. For a few dollars value, they used to deliver their own neighbor who is a Jew. And they are Jews too. They are Jews. They have no ethic. Those are always exist. They always live. And this is what Muhammad did actually. When Muhammad, he slaughtered Bani Qurayza, he asked a Jew what I should do to them. This Jew, he knew Muhammad want to kill them anyway. So he wanted to save his family and his ass. Who cared about what will happen to the rest? He said, kill them, Prophet. A Jew, he said, kill them. When you see a Muhammadan praising someone, he is not a Muslim, that means this someone, something wrong with him. You have to be smarter. Why in the world a Muslim, he praise a Jew? That doesn't make sense. If we open the Quran right now and see what Quran says about the Jews, you will not believe it, how ugly. And the Quran, by the way, bash everybody, Christian and Jews. And that's why the Muslims, this guy, he believe in Saturday first and Sundays a second, which means we kill the Jews first, we finish them, and then we go to Sunday. But you know, when they speak, actually, I have a video of him in Arabic program. He was making fun of someone who invited the Jews to come back to Egypt. He said, what we will do with them? They kicked them out from Egypt. They are living there for centuries and centuries and centuries, since the time of the Pharaoh. And they kicked them out without any of their money. And this guy was making fun. Why you are inviting them? What do you want to do with them? And now he is going to show you how much he loved the Jews. He's actually worried about them. So I will go back a little bit because we stop him, so you can, you can carry on with watching.
It is very obvious, and this is why you see this the dichotomy about how the Jewish Voices for Peace. These are Jewish people in New York. They come in and they take over the central station, and they're all Jewish, and they say, "Not in my name." The whole idea is conflating Israel and with Judaism is wrong. And
first, you idiot, you and them. The Israeli are not doing it in the name of anybody. They are doing it in the name of Israel. So you are a certified donkey. He is a Jew. He lives in Manhattan. What he have to do with the Israeli who live in Israel? So those are stupid like you. Not in my name. What does that mean? Do you see the stupidity? When Israel, they are going to war, in their army there's a Christians, even there's Muslims. There's a Bedouin, there's Arab, there's the Druze. So those are stupid ones who say not in my name, who first using your name anyway? They think they own the, they own the title. That's it. Nobody, you cannot take it. It's our title. When those Jews in New York, they are just a group who support homosexuality and feminine party and growing hair under your arm, so you female, you can look like a man, and you supposedly now you are a man, and now you became equal. They are teaching girls that if you grow hair around your pubic area and you grow hair under your arm and you wear an underwear of a man, that will make you more powerful. Stop shaving your hair. Those are, you yourself, you will die laughing at them. You will not even invite one of them to your house. Hypocrite. If those Jews who they are saying not in my name, they go to Gaza, what they will do to them? They will rape them, they will kill them, they will torture them, and they will kidnap them in the best scenario. Not in my name. Continue.
And I think the most dangerous thing that can happen to the Jewish people of the world is to have Israel as their representative, because a lot of Jews...
Really? Okay, hold on. Are you threatening every Jew? Is that what he is saying? He is saying the most dangerous. Did you guys hear carefully what he is saying? The most dangerous, he's talking about dangerous to the Jews around the world to have Israel as their representative. So if you are a person who supports Israel and you are a Jew who lives somewhere, the Muslims will hunt you. This is what he just said. The most dangerous. But why is dangerous? Let us say this person, he have his own opinion and he live in Europe and he believe Israel have a right to exist. So why he is going to be facing danger? Are you going to kill them, Bassem Youssef? Are you encouraging the Muslim to go after the Jews? In fact, he just threatened the Jews. How come it is not the most dangerous for Muslims to support Hamas around the world? Oh, because nobody will kill them if you support Hamas. Do you see what? Do you see the snake? Do you see how he exposed himself? It is dangerous for you as a Jew if you support Israel and you take Israel as a representative to you. But it's not dangerous for you if you are a Muslim and you say, I support Hamas, and you walk in New York holding a flag and say, kill all the Jews. Did you see it? And the stupid host of the show, he did not get it. He is just as slow like a turtle. Are you with me? The host of the show, he is there like a turtle. You know, he's just a stupid idiot. But he didn't say, like, why, hold on, who's going, what will happen if somebody support the Jews and the Israel and he is a Jew? What you would do to them? He's just sitting there, you know, his mouth is open. He looked like an idiot and he act like one. Imagine if it's me who is the one doing this interview. I will wipe the floor with this guy.
Jewish people don't like them to be their representatives, as many Muslims don't like some of those Islamic regimes representing them. This whole idea about...
Did you hear what he just said? He don't like those Islamic regime to represent them. He made Israel as a regime. But Israel is a state, have millions of people who live in the land, and this is their land. Even his stupid Quran said this is the land of the Jews. What do you mean as Muslims don't like some regime? What about you tell us what your prophet says about the Jews? Actually, I found a video of him. He's doing the same, you know, the same garbage. But I found only the part where he is, it's translated. Sorry, not translated, it's in English. But, you know, somebody, he did translate to Arabic subtitle. So let me play this for you. And you will see how we will die laughing at this corrupt man, how big he is stupid, how, and this is with the Morgan. You see, guys, why I don't respect those people? Morgan. When Morgan, he have interview with this guy, and this guy, he said what he said. Did Morgan, he says to him, everything is absolutely false. Everything you said is absolutely false. Look what he said. Listen carefully. Youssef is placing for us now a map. What this map is about. Like what happened exactly? Well, Youssef, he really sad for the Jews. He cannot believe what happened to the Jews. It's really bad. And who did the bad stuff to the Jews? Well, he will tell you. Listen carefully.
This is a map of all of the history of the expulsion of the Jews in Europe. They've been like, I have never seen a minority being kicked around this much, right? And of course, this comes back to the You know, the whole idea about the original sin, that you have betrayed Jesus Christ.
What? What? Here you see that Morgan is a donkey. This guy not only is a big fat liar, he do not know what he's talking about. So we Christian, when we believe in original sin, this is about betrayal to Jesus Christ? What? What? He's trying now to make you that you are the reason for the Jew. Look how the Jew is displayed everywhere. Look at this map. I never saw a nation, I feel sorry for them. I never saw a nation displayed around the world. And this is all. You have to blame only one thing for it. Why? Because you believe in the original of sin. The Jews killed Jesus. This is what the original sin is. The Jews killed Jesus, you donkey, son of Muta. Original of sin, you donkey, is Adam and Eve committing sin. Have nothing to do with Jesus, you idiot. Same time, you donkey. Can you show me where the Christian, they say that because the Jews, they killed Jesus, we should kill them? Can you show me the book? Can you show me the teaching? Can you show me the speeches of the Christians? I can show you tens of thousands of speeches to kill the Jews, starting from your prophet and your Quran. Can you show me where in the New Testament it says we should kill the Jews? In fact, all the disciples of Jesus are Jews. Who is the most person Muslims hate? His name is Paul. Who was Paul? He is a Jew. What about the rest of the disciples? They are Jews. So when the donkey he speak, and this Morgan, this is why I don't respect those hosts, and they bring those people just to make money. Shouldn't you say to him, what are you talking about? You know, there's no Christian believe in what you say. The Christian, they don't believe that original sin is about the Jews. This is number one, you are stupid. Number two, the Christian don't teach in their churches that we should go and kill the Jews. And now he will say something even more. Listen carefully. Listen and love.
Have betrayed Jesus Christ. The blood of Jesus is on your hands. Then comes the 11th century. At that time, Jewish people were not allowed to own land.
Before they continue. You know, first of all, isn't it Jesus in the cross, he says, Father, forgive them, they do not know what they are doing? Is that true? Isn't it Jesus? He forgave them for his own blood before he died in the cross. So in Christianity is so clear how we stand from what happened. Same time, we don't go after somebody he is a Jew because he's a grand 2,000 years ago he shouted, kill Jesus. Are you stupid or what? It's you Muslims who do that. It's you Muslims who believe in that. In fact, your prophet, he said he was going to place the sin of the Muslims, even if it is like mountains, on the Christians and the Jews. If we go in the hadith, you remember we said we don't mention things without proof, right? We don't make speeches here. They make speeches full of lies. Here we give proofs. We don't make speeches. Speeches is not our thing. Let us hope the site is, here we go. This is your filthy prophet. And now I dare you to say, well, I don't believe my prophet. And you know, my prophet isn't, he's a person of hate. No, this is not the hate I want. Hold on. Let's search for it. Give me a second. Again, please tell everybody that we are in Ramble, and I'm not planning to go to YouTube no more. I will keep just posting in the other account, just to inform people that I'm here. And then after some time, I will stop just posting short videos, just to tell that I'm here. Yeah, let us show this hadith. And here we will see that the most hateful religion and justified religion for their action is Islam. Because why Muhammad wanna put the sin of the Muslims on the Christians and the Jews? This is very authentic hadith. Read carefully. This is authentic. This is not a joke. This is what every Muslim believe in. So here it says, let us read together. And let me be sure that you see the whole text. Nothing is missing. I think you do. Muhammad, he said. Who? Muhammad. This is not a host. This is not Morgan and Potato and Tomato and those silly. This is their holy prophet, who they literally, they ate his shit and they drank his blood and they saved his booger and they have a museum for his holy hair. Go ask Erdogan. There would come people among the Muslims on the day of resurrection with as heavy sin as mountains, and Allah would forgive them and he would place their sin, or he placed instead of them the Jews and the Christians. Where? In hellfire. You see how many times the Muslim, they say to you, oh, you say Jesus, he died for your sin. Is it fair? Is it fair that somebody else, he died for the sin of somebody else? Is that fair? We Christian, we don't believe it's fair too. It's not fair. It's not fair that Jesus, he died for our sin. Who said it's fair? That is the love of God. This is not about fair. Fair is you go to hell. Fair that you broke command, you commit sin, you don't deserve to be in the house of God. But here, is it fair? Is it fair that you filthy Muslims, you go commit sin and then your God, he will place me instead of you in hell? Is that justice? Yes, this is the justice of Muhammad. And why he is placing the Christian, why he don't mention the Hindus? Muhammad never heard of them, maybe. Why you don't mention I mean, there's a billion religion in the world. Muhammad, his God, never told him about them. Allah do not know about the Hindus. Allah, he never heard about the Buddhists, even though they are very ancient, but he did not tell him. So those are the only one Allah will place the sin of the Muslims on them, and he will send them instead of Muslims to hell. So when those people, they make up a lie, here we get them busted. Let us go back to this interview so we can laugh more. Let me see if we can make the quality higher, because it's really bad quality. Yeah, maximum maybe. Okay. So let us see here. Listen carefully and laugh. So what is what he will say to us? What he's trying to say to us? Listen.
They were just peasants. Even some of the professions are not even allowed to participate in. But they were allowed to do one thing, usury, money lending, because it was prohibited by the Catholic Church to engage into that. So what happens when you work in money? You get richer, right? And those Jews lived in ghettos. Now, ghettos was not just like isolated neighborhoods in cities. Sometimes ghettos were outside the cities. This is like how
He was looking at the map. Actually, it looked like this video does not show everything. And this is not what I want, because I want to show the rest. Because he spoke about crusade. According to this donkey, the crusade, they went all the way to Jerusalem, and they killed only 2,000 Jews, and they came back. Looked like in Jerusalem, it looked like Jerusalem was controlled by the Jews. So the crusade, they came to kill, they killed only, he said, I will find the video. Just give me some time. I will find it. I thought this video have, because it's the same interview. He said there is a Pope, his name is Urban II. He is the one who launched the crusade. What they did, they go and killed only Jews, not a single Muslim. It turned to be that the crusade, it was just to go there and kill the Jews, but there's no Jews there. Since when? Isn't it your prophet, he killed all the Jews? And he displaced them, and most of them, they went to Persia. This is your filthy prophet. I will try to find the video which I'm looking for. So now the crusade, they come and they killed 2,000 Jews, not a single Muslim. Look how much evil those crusades are. But he will not mention to us, by the way, why even the crusade are a crusade. Because the Muslims, they killed the Christians, killed the Jews, and they come to our land and they took our holy churches. And they raped the nuns and they stole the money. And you know, go and read what, John the Damascus, and read what happened. How they promised them you will leave. You know, we will give you if you surrender, we will let you go. And then they kill them and they steal the money. So here, look at this. Filthy Bassem Youssef claiming that the Jews are displaced around the world, treated so horribly. This is by the Catholic, not by Muslims. But he can't explain to us first why even the Jews, they want to the Christian land if they are discriminated by the Christians. Why they don't go to the Muslim land? Can you explain to us? What happened to the Jews in the Muslim land? How many Jews they used to be in Iraq? How many Jews used to be in Persia? How many Jews used to be in Egypt itself? He's from Egypt. By the way, he's not Egyptian. Have you ever heard of someone Egyptian have blue eyes? Yeah, God knows. Anyway, a lot of tourists coming to Egypt. So I will certainly expel the Jews and the Christians from the Arabian Peninsula. But when we hear this guy, he is so upset for what happened to the Jews. Do you see there anywhere it says the Israeli regime? Do you see anywhere it says those who establish Israel? It says Jews and Christians. Any Jews, any Christian. And this is what Muhammad, he did. And now this actor, comedian, by the way, he's the comedian maybe, but the kind who do bully. You know the bully? It's a bully business. It's a profession. Like, you know, there's many American, they call them stand-alone comedians, something. They are bully, you know. They bully everybody. The second you say something about them, they say to you, we will sue you. All their business is about bullying people. Like there's a guy, I forgot his name. Somebody, he said, I am sure his name is in the list of the, you know, this guy, the pimp, Epstein. So he said, I'm going to sue you unless you apologize. This guy, he make lies about everybody. He bully everybody. And now if somebody says something about him, he will sue you. And we know who is this guy. This guy is nothing but a bully. And now he is trying to bully the Christians, claiming that the Jews, they are suffering because of the Christians, not because of Islam. What happened to the city of Yathrib, which was the city of the Jews? Your prophet, he came as a refugee. There's no Christian there taken over. There's no Roman. There's no Roman Empire. There's no Catholic. There's no Orthodox. There's nobody. What Muhammad did to the city of Yathrib, he killed the Jews. He changed the name of the city, and now it's called Medina. But everyone knows that this is the Jews' city. Everybody in the city is a Jew. I want to find, give me a second. I want to try to find the original interview where he mentioned the crusade. I thought this video really have the crusade, but look like it's not. Let me see.
Minority being kicked around this much, right? And
Maybe
of
this
course,
one, I don't know.
actually,
Let us see.
the whole idea about the original sin that you have betrayed Jesus Christ, the blood of Jesus is on your hands.
Let us see if this one will
And then
work.
comes the 11th century.
Aha.
Jewish people were not allowed to own land. They were just
Guys, then it come the 11th century. At that time, Jewish people are not allowed to own a land. Are they allowed to own a land in the Middle East? Are they allowed to go back to their houses in the Middle East? Are they allowed to go back to Jerusalem? No. Suddenly, the Muslims are the one who defend the right of the Jews. This guy, he defended Jews.
peasants. Even some of the professions are not even allowed.
Is the sound good or the sound is very low? Guys, can you hear his voice? I don't know how to increase the voice here. This is the TikTok, stupid TikTok. I don't see any option to increase the sound. Can you hear it? It's very low, huh? Okay, maybe here. Here, hold on. Yeah. Okay, go.
Allowed to participate in. But they were allowed to do one thing, usury, money lending, because it was prohibited by the Catholic Church to engage into that. So what happens when you work in money? You get richer, right? And those Jews lived in ghettos. Now, ghettos was not just like isolated neighborhoods in cities. Sometimes ghettos were outside the city. This is like how isolated they were. And in those ghettos, they have to pay gold to the mayor or the governor or the prince or the noble. So they would see, you're getting richer. I need.
Abdul, just to let you know, in case you do not know, you coward potato, the king or the prince, he forced every noble to pay. Not only the Jews. Everybody have to pay tax. Tax is paid by everybody. What happened when you get rich? You pay more tax, you donkey. However, I'm not going to defend anyone. I wasn't there. I don't know. Maybe there is someone who mistreated the Jews. Maybe. But what does this have to do with Christianity? And now he will go to something else. I hope he will speak about the crusade, because this is the part I wanted to hear.
More taxes. So they pay tax. What happens when you have a business and they increase your rent? You increase your service. Increase the taxes. So what happened? What the Christians started to default. And suddenly the image of the greedy Jew was created.
The greedy Jew image created by the Christians. Unbelievable. Listen carefully. The image of the greedy Jews created by the Christians. It must be true. So we made the Jews rich, and now we made them look greedy? Well, if you are not greedy, nobody will see you greedy anyway, you idiot. But let us go with this. According to Islam, and according to Muhammad, the Jews are the most ever greedy, most evil, the most disgusting. This is what Islam teach. And we are going to show that from the Quran. We do not need to show it to you from somewhere else. We can show it to you. And now he is talking about the story of the two cities, about Shiloh, the Jewish guy. Well, He's talking about a Jewish guy, not the Jews. He's a Jewish guy in the story, and because they are the one who people borrow money from them, so the story is about this guy and the other guy, and the first one have no mercy. But isn't it what your prophet he said in the Quran? Let us see what the Quran says about the Jews. Behind the greedy Jews. That's what he's saying. But I will let him continue a little bit so we can show you the reference.
Shylock, merchant of Venice. If it will feed nothing else, it will feed my revenge. You know, like never did I see a creature like I can't remember that. Never did I saw like a creature that looked like a man, so keen and greedy, confound of a man. English. I messed it up. Anyways, but this was the image, greedy Jew, the greedy Jew. This was created because of their conditions, and it became worse in 1095, when Pope Urban II called for the first crusade to go and save the birth of Jesus from the unbelievers Muslim. And you know, this crusade did not kill a single Muslim. You know how many people?
This crusade did not kill a single Muslim. We will go back to all those. Hold on. Don't think I skipped the greedy Jews. We will go back. We'll show reference. The crusade did not kill a single Muslim. What? What they did then? They killed 2,000 Jews.
They killed 2,000 Jews.
And you know, the funny is, this guy Morgan, he is sitting like a donkey. He said, what are you talking about? Are you sure? So the crusade, they went all the way to Jerusalem, and they took back Jerusalem, and they found there 2,000 Jews, and they killed them, and they took Jerusalem. So who is the one who was occupying Jerusalem then? The crusade was to fight the Muslims. I mean, can you believe it? Look at his face. And Morgan sitting like a donkey. Really? Yeah. Okay. That's history. This guy is a historian. He knew history. How you know all those information, Bassem Youssef? They went all the way, the crusade to Jerusalem. I don't know if his head is showing. Sorry, I'm not. The image is not coming right. It's my fault. Let me change the ratio of the picture.
And if they could not even find a stone look good for them, they will create a stone. They will bring the sheep milk, they will milk it over the dust, and look what they do. And they perform tawaf around it. This is Islam. They go around it. You see it? This is where tawaf is coming from.